United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, as it's popularly known, has been in Sierra Leone for more than 40 years now and has been a frontline responder in the fight against Ebola and is also the lead agency leading the United Nations effort toward the post-crisis recovery. In fact, this particular occasion is very important because we are about to begin not something which is only at the country level, but the whole region, the affected region coming together to start a major part of the recovery process in which we are trying to restore livelihoods in the border communities which were mostly affected by the disease, by the outbreak, and simultaneously investing in ensuring that no such health outbreaks take place in the future. So we are basically going back to full steam recovery. This is the region coming together and it's an enormous effort and very, very welcome in the region. UNDP did numbers of things. We basically not only reached out to hard to reach communities, people with disabilities, people in remote communities, people living with HIV and AIDS, sex workers, and those who are difficult to reach. We basically reached out to them with preventive messaging and communication, innovative communications. We basically tried to reduce the negative impacts of the outbreak. We carried out socio-economic impact assessments. We basically worked with the media and again in strengthening the outreach. We were a frontline responder in terms of actually reaching out and making sure that every Ebola response worker was paid the right amount at the right time. And we also worked largely with the security forces who are a very important part of the response, the police and the armed forces, in making sure that all human rights protocols were observed while protecting the citizens and the common people from this terrible disease. Japan has always been a major supporter of the United Nations system in general and UNDP in particular. We are extremely grateful the government of Japan again rising to the occasion. They basically have given us generous support, particularly in us leading on efforts in the border districts. We have to understand that the border districts in all the three countries were the most vulnerable. In fact, the disease actually spread from one country to the other because of the porous borders, and the border communities were most affected. And because of that, the government of Japan has generously come forward in helping us do 2 to 3 things. First is the restoration of livelihoods. In this one, we will be able to do a lot of public health surveillance. But most importantly, we are actually improving community policing and the interface between the security agencies and the community so that not only disease outbreaks can be stopped, but also general security measures can be taken effectively. We have basically finished with the response. We are now in the context of Sierra Leone, we are in the second phase of the recovery process. The first phase of the recovery process was 6 to 9 months, and this was basically to ensure that very basic essential services which got affected during the Ebola outbreak were restored, particularly children going back to school or health centers again becoming operational. But in the 10 to 24 months phase, we are basically now stepping up efforts to restore livelihoods to begin with, but making sure that all the institutions and particularly health services which were actually turned out to be extremely fragile and non-resilient are now built back better. And I think this is an important bit because this is the transition phase of going back to what this country in Sierra Leone, we call it the agenda for prosperity and the general path of development. The impacts were huge. I mean, we not only lost about 11,300 lives in the region, the entire health system actually literally collapsed. In fact, the collateral costs of the outbreak was much higher. There were more people who died of other very easily treatable diseases like malaria, like very, very simple things which could easily be treated, could not be treated just because health centers were shutting down. And literally people were too scared to go to a public health center. Schools were closed for 10 months. And this is very, very tragic in a country which has already lost an entire generation of young people who did not get proper education. There were massive rise in teenage pregnancies. There was increase in sexual violence. Businesses shut down. The countries were completely isolated with no international flights coming in. And the GDP actually which went through a major contraction at one point in 2012, 2013, this country, Sierra Leone, was the second highest performing economy in the world, and then we had a terrible contraction, doing well below the projected levels, and all happening at the time when even the international commodity prices of iron ore actually went down, affecting the entire region. So it is a disaster which will take many years of recovery. I think we've learned a lesson. I think it has brought the region much together. You have heard today, this morning's speech from the Secretary General of the MRU, that this you can see this, that the region is much more cohesive and coming together. There is the fact that there were underlying problems to the health systems have been detected. There are much greater resolve in all the three countries and in the international community to make sure that systems are built back better. So I am a development optimist, and I very seriously believe that here is a wonderful opportunity to build back better.